helplessness is your best friend, savage.
Because they cover up the sexual abuse of children.
You lying piece of shit.
Okay, I didn't hear the age.
They cover up statutory rape.
I'd like to point out, Planned Parenthood reported all cases of the videos that they use even before live action used them. Therefore, they are lying. Why? Because I guess they are fundamentalist pieces of shit that think that you have to keep the child even if you were forced into it by rape.
I don't want to know the age.
They even help sex traffickers.
You, sir, are an idiot.
Wake up. Wake up.
And cover up the sex slavery of young girls.
You know what? I could end the video right now because these guys are a bunch of lying, crazy idiots who are beyond saving.
They hold themselves above the law.
And ignore mandatory reporting requirements.
That is a blatant lie. Yes, they do. Every government-funded organization has to go with mandatory regulation and funding.
And ignore parental consent laws.
When they get caught,
They call it an isolated incident.
But they aren't isolated incidents.
they've been caught on camera doing it 17 times.
Then they tell us it's just a training problem.
17 times. 17 times.
They are corrupt from the top down.
Unlike you guys who are retarded from the top down.
Now they're facing 107 criminal charges in Kansas. 107.
I'd like to point out of all 107 cases brought up against Planned Parenthood, none of which have resulted in them any federal cases. In fact, out of all Planned Parenthood sentences, only 2 of which have going through legal problems. I guess some people aren't as good as their job as they think they are.
And in Alabama,
The health department found 9 violations.
in just one Birmingham clinic. And court proceedings in Kansas just revealed
They were responsible for failing to report statutory rape.
You know what, I cannot confirm or deny that accusation, but honestly, these guys are a bunch of lying hypocrite bigots who think that abstinence only works, so I wouldn't trust them as far as I could physically throw them. As strong as I may be, I don't even think I'd be able to pick most of them up.
Because they killed 332,000 unborn children last year.
332,000 in 1 year alone.
because they make nearly $162 million a year.
I'd like to point out, Planned Parenthood is a big organization which does everything from rape counseling to STD testing to sex education and contraception.
On abortions
Alone.
$162 million a year?
Abortion is their cash cow.
And they call themselves a non-profit?
Now, the information that I've read correctly about Planned Parenthood is as follows. Only 3% of their actions are abortion. The other 35% is contraception awareness. 34% is sexual transmitted disease detection and treatment. And 17% is cancer, breast cancer and cervical cancer screening. So these guys are full of shit. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself at this time, but all these guys seem to do is make up a bunch of horse shit.
And they're working on a massive abortion expansion.
For the next 2 years.
They use our tax dollars to kill unborn children? There are better health centers to give money to.
Look, Planned Parenthood isn't an abortion clinic. They are an STD and contraception. Basically something that you're opposed to because you're a bunch of Christian fucktards who only believe in abstinence, which is about as much use as a cock-flavored lollipop.
Defund Planned Parenthood.
They performed 333 abortions.
For every single adoption referral.
And their clinics even have abortion quotas.
What is inserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. You are lying or making this shit up. And second of all, anybody who does air quotes when they're talking, are retards. Which no wonder why you probably fit into that organization so well.
Meet every month. That is an abortion first mentality.
Defund Planned Parenthood.
Because they were founded
On a philosophy of racism and eugenics.
All evidence that I can find that Planned Parenthood could be racist is coming from you lot, which are either smearing or taking things out of context. So you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots.
And they still honor their racist founder, Margaret Sanger.
to this day.
And over a third of their abortions are done on black women. But blacks only make up 13% of the population.
Congratulations, this is the only piece of information that I've found in the entire video which is actually true. But it's more like 13.6% of the population of the United States of America, which is African American. But anyway, who's here to nitpick?
That is black genocide.
Defund Planned Parenthood.
Would you stop killing our babies? Please.
One, it's not our babies, it's their babies, and it's fetuses. And as previously stated, abortion only makes up 3% of Planned Parenthood's operation.
They come into our schools
And encourage us to be promiscuous.
Teaching people how to use contraception correctly is not the same as being taught how to be promiscuous. You're only jealous because you're a bunch of Christian fucktards who believe that abstinence only, which is about as much use as a cock-flavoured lollipop, fails every single time it's used. In fact, Texas, where near enough the child pregnancy is through the roof, in fact, I'd even say so far through the roof that it's probably touching most skyscrapers.
They have given medical instructions out of line with the FDA, resulting in the deaths of women.
Yet again, what is inserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. I've now found no facts, figures, or any evidence to back up or deny that statement, so they are a bunch of lying idiots.
Because they lie about the risks of abortion.
Abortion is arguably one of the most safest medical procedures that you can go under. Maybe only 1 in every 10,000 end up with complications. Unlike you guys, if you banned it, would probably force into the back street, which would make it even more dangerous, which would probably increase deaths. So you're not pro-life, you're just a bunch of Christian fucktards.
And about the humanity of the unborn child.
It's not a baby, it's a fetus.
Congratulations, you're calling the fetus by its technical term because it is a fetus.
They say pictures of abortion victims are fake.
Yeah, they're fake.
Fake!
And they manipulate women to choose abortion.
Unlike you, who thinks the woman should be forced into it, even if she was being raped. Okay, I'm very sorry about that joke, but I needed something to lighten the mood.
Because they killed my brothers.
My sisters.
My cousins.
My friends.
My classmates.
My teammates.
My lover.
I'd like to point out the ironic nature of this, that his lover is an unborn fetus. Is that even really a fetish? I'm not sure if that even classes pedophilia. Man, this video is getting really stupid and pointless.
My lover.
But the tide is turning.
The majority of Americans are now pro-life.
Well, thank God I don't live in America. It's probably full of Christian fucktards.
Planned Parenthood has been shoving abortion down our throats.
Now, that's a very funny but disturbing image. And I suppose it's better than you who wants to shove pro-life down everybody's throat.
And we're not buying what they're selling.
We're not buying what they're selling.
They're not selling anything. They're a medical clinic that involves an STD, contraception, and abortion, which, as previously stated, only makes up 3% of their total business.
They are not entitled to $363 million taxpayer dollars.
Look, what's your biggest complaint? That they teach contraception, they deal with STDs, that they help people who otherwise would be fucked 3 ways from Sunday.
We are calling on Congress to defund Planned Parenthood.
Defund Planned Parenthood.
We are calling on...
I'm deciding to end the video right here. The rest of the video is them shouting out defund Planned Parenthood and ending with a pointless rap, which is annoying, stupid, and doesn't achieve anything other than making them look like a bunch of people who are trying to be hip, when in fact they're a bunch of fucktards.